Hey, welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone Live. It's me, Julian, on the live. I know, crazy, and always Alejandro Fancello. What's going on, dude?
Good. Football's back.
You
So
just figured, yeah, I was gonna say you just figured out that there was a Super Cup game today.
yeah,
Everything's good and going well. Too funny. Um, but for all of you who are joining us right now, please like the video if you haven't already, and subscribe if you haven't already as well. I'm gonna say that quite a bit today in this next hour or so, depending on what happens. We do have 5 topics to talk about, um, ranging from transfer news to off the field stuff to on the field stuff. Um, Basically, we sold Ravella today. Oh no, okay, sorry, we didn't sell Ravella.
no,
Let's get that. We'll
we did
talk about
everything
Ravella.
besides selling him.
Yeah, we'll talk about Ravella. We'll talk about Bonucci. We'll talk about Pogba and his respawn to life. We'll talk about Samardzich and what happened there, and then we'll talk about at the end. Oh, Berardi, some Berardi stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, if anything breaks during this live, we'll react to it right away. But yeah, so let's get into it. Oh, first, how you doing? You said football's back, so you're happy. Sorry, it does start this weekend, and we did play. Who did we play today? Alessandria. What division is that? Yeah. I saw some pictures, and our players were wearing just socks and not shin guards, and the other team was playing with shin guards and fully geared up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Apparently,
Yeah,
you're
I muted
muted.
myself because I was listening to you when you were right with the mic sound. Um,
All right.
it's squeezing a little bit or like whatever. But I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. But it's good football's back because
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about the transfer window. Like it's a couple of days. I don't know, like let's say 2 weeks. It's finally over. I'm happy it's finally over, so I don't need to make any
Yeah.
videos on it because it's a struggle. It's a struggle
I know.
to come up with a topic. I'm not gonna lie. Like, um, it's the same thing all over again, but with no updates. Like, it's
Yeah.
not.
Pretty much.
You get like you're in for Berardi, and it takes a couple of days, but then like let's say you get the Berardi news on Monday and you talk about it a couple of days, and then on Sunday you're like, man, we put a bid in. It's not like that this summer. Like we're interested in
Yeah.
name the player, insert player, Cassie, and the news is gonna be the same for 2 weeks for Cassie. It's just the same thing over and over and
Yeah.
over again without an update. Not we put a bid in, we held talks with him, we held talks with Barcelona, whatever. It's just we're interested, but we never ever actually went for that deal. So the news was boring. So I have no idea what to talk about. So that's why I'm like happy football is back. So we have actually something to talk about, I guess, because that's real. It's gonna happen on the pitch, and it's not from the media. So yeah, I'm just happy. I'm actually looking forward to Sunday. Ironically, because I did my preview video today for this month,
You
and
did.
like it's all coming full circle, right? Like we ended with Udinese. I remember doing the match reaction. I'm like, thank God, it's over. Like it's
Yeah.
finally over, and here we are, 2 months later. It feels like it's 2 weeks, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And here we're back at Udinese to go again. And I'm hoping I don't come on Sunday and be like, man, I hope this is over really soon. That's the
Yeah.
only thing. I think we will win. But yeah, man, it's good. It's
Spoiler.
good. Everybody is back. I think Italy is the only league that's not kicked off, and the German
Germany.
they played the cup games already, but they didn't
Yeah.
play Bundesliga games. So we're the last league actually to really kick off. So yeah.
Yep. Always late. Italian style. Classic.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Um.
It's very late. Like if everybody starts, you better just kick off as well. But
Yeah. Okay, so let's go with Rovella first. I will. Okay, apparently, I sound static as well. My Zio Jimmy
yeah,
said I
maybe you
sound
just need to
static.
unplug it, or like what you did last time, or you switch
What did I
cable.
do last
I
time?
don't know what you did. I think you unplugged it and plugged it back in.
Okay, if I do that, I'm going to be gone for a bit,
Really?
like 30 seconds or so. Yeah,
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 I will
because
talk.
I have to click a bunch of
What
buttons.
was the topic you wanted?
Ravella,
Okay,
Ravella.
I'll keep everybody entertained. Um,
Yeah, go.
so we didn't sell Ravella today. So we talked for days on this channel about what the deal could be. 70 mil. It's 70 mil. That's the only thing that came out. I think Nico Shiro said there was a percentage that wasn't mentioned in the official statement. Um, but the deal is that's probably the worst deal you will ever see unless we didn't get any money at the end. Then that would have made it worse. Other than that, it's a 2-year loan, a free loan. It's a 2-year free loan, and it's not even like it's only an obligation based on things that needs to be reached, and we don't know what the goals are. And after that,
I thought it's if they reach Europe, I saw
okay,
any competition.
was that in the official statement? Okay, I was
No,
going back, so I don't know. I was
it's a
going.
rumor or
Okay,
a report.
so
Yeah.
as of now, I'm like, I don't know. And the messed up part is in year two, I guess, let's say year two, you get 17 divided by 3. That's what you get.
Yep.
So the idea,
5.33.
it's 5. So the idea behind it is like we were told that, man, we need the money. We need money and we're selling quick. That's not money. Like there's no money. Like you're
No.
not getting, and in 2-year times you get 5 million. Like it's that the title of the thing is live is what is the plan? I don't think that's the plan. Like I don't think they plan everything in such a detail that they're like, man, in 2025 that 5 million is gonna make or break our transfer window. I don't like it's weird. Like it's really weird. And then you have people or like reports coming out saying actually Allegri didn't really want to move him on. And when you look at the deal, I'm like, what was the point really? Like somebody needs to really tell me what the point was, and don't tell me oh Ravella wanted to leave. Yeah, fine, but as a club, you're like you want to leave, then you tell Lazio to pay up. Like if not, you're just staying here because it's not costing us. Like I think he's on 1.1 million. He was something like that. Like it wasn't on
Yeah, something very small.
crazy money. So and it's not that we got 70 mil today cash. It's not. That's not the case. So I don't get that deal one bit. Like I thought about it, and I have no logical explanation whatsoever. Like none. Not even from his perspective that oh I want to leave and play. Good, but the deal stinks. So I like you cannot sell me that. I don't get it. Like when I read that statement, I'm like, let me read it again before I tweet it out.
Yeah.
Let me read it again because I missed something. Surely I missed something here, right? Because that's a type of deal I've never seen. Like not even under Paratici or whatsoever. Like that's bad. Like that's a really
Yep.
weird deal. So I don't get it. I don't get it.
I was fine with selling Ravella. I've said this before. I was fine with selling Ravella because I don't know. He's 21. He's has muscular injuries that are like a 38-year-old. So I like how often would he be available anyway?
Yeah.
He even got injured during preseason. He
He
didn't
did.
play a game. I don't think. So
No.
I was fine with selling him on, but like selling him, not whatever the f I just witnessed in that press release. Like that's craziness. Like you just said, I don't have to repeat what you said about the actual deal itself. Um, if it was 17 million up front, I'd be like, okay, cool. I would be okay, cool with that. But it's 2-year loan deal, like you said. I'm not cool with that. And if Lazio might fall off in 2 years, because that's a club that could do that. They could be 8th. They could be 9th. We don't know. It's a sad reality that Gentoli's what? How many people has he sold now? Not he's sold one technically. He sold Zakaria. The other guys have been handed out on loan right now. Like De Winter, maybe they buy him out. Genoa, Ravella, maybe they buy him out. I think Pellegrini, that one is going to be an obligation. I think but it's 4.5 million euros. Who cares?
I saw people
So
spinning that as well, but saying, "Oh, we
What do you
get that
mean?
money up front, that makes up for it." I'm like, no, like he's worth more,
No.
Pellegrini. Like 4.5. You know what? Like four. My home team buys players for 4.5 million from the Colombian league.
Yeah.
I'm not lying. Like that's a fact. They buy players where you're like, who? What team? Like second division Ecuador, 4 million. They pay that up, and you're telling me Lazio cannot pay more for Pellegrini? Like you're kidding
Yeah.
me. Like you're absolutely kidding me.
Gentoli's losing.
Like
Gentoli's losing this transfer market right now.
remember
At
when?
this moment.
To be fair, I said like I'm gonna react to the news as it comes now, but
Yep.
in 2 years' time, when I see the entire big picture, I might change it. But I need to react. Like I cannot say I'm not gonna react to it. Like, oh, that's great.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound great now. Maybe in a couple of years' time, it all makes sense. I don't know, but that is time I'm willing to give him because it's a mess now financially. Like I
Yeah.
think it's not easy to work with nothing, basically.
Yeah.
That's that. But when I think it was last week when he sold Zakaria, I think you were like journalists and like accounts doing all the propaganda for the club, no matter what the situation is. They were tweeting out, "Oh, what a job Pellegrini, Giuntoli has done," and they named the list, and I'm like, he sold Zakaria. I'm like, okay, I thought he was worth 20 million, so good, I guess.
You got
like,
exactly what we thought.
you got like, you got what I'm like. You need to gap like in today's market. That's what you need to gap for Zakaria. So we got it, fine. And they were putting in Mana as well and Juntli because they work together. The Kulusevski thing. I'm like, no, like you handed out a discount to a very rich club, so you cannot
Yep.
convince me by that. So screw that. The Rabiot deal, that was. I don't think that was very difficult because he said yes. Well, at that point, it's very easy to make that deal happen. Milik, you had an option, you said no, then you end up paying what the option was. Not sure what
Yep.
that was all about. Very strange. Very weird behavior, by the way. You pushing Lukaku on the fans, and the fans are like, no way. Like, no, I've
Yeah.
seen maybe a handful of fans online saying I want Lukaku, but they also rate Alexandro at the same time, so I don't really care about their opinion. Like it is what it is. So I'm not for it because I know what agenda they are pushing, and it's not club first related. So I'm like, what did we do? Like Cambiaso, people will give that he's back. I'm like, yeah, like he's our player. Like, but if Allegri said no, then he was out of the door as well.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not expecting to sign 5 to 6 players. I'm not. You know, I understand selling. It's just the way we're selling. You know, that's my only big issue. Now the junior thing, like I'm like, what? Like, what is this? Like, what's the idea behind this?
Yeah.
This junior thing. Yes, clubs are interested in him. Fine, good. 50 million, okay, but what next season when Alexandro's finally at the door and you actually sell Kostic? Then what? Like what is the idea behind it? Like somebody needs to tell me. You get 50 mil for a player to bring in next season to replace 3 at that point. I don't know. Like I don't get it. That's why I react to it, but I need to see the big picture. Maybe next year I'm sitting here and I'm like, kind of makes sense now. You know,
Yeah.
could be, but as of now, I don't see it. This is how it is, and it's all weird. It's all weird. 21 million for Ravella and Pellegrini. It's not good business.
21 and a half.
20 like Giuntoli, like remember when the first rumor came out that man Lazio want Pellegrini and Ravella. The first thing I said, like, we're done. We
Yep.
are done. Lotito owns this. He owned Agnelli behind closed doors. Like he was the leader of whatever happened or didn't happen for Italian football. He and De Laurentiis and Agnelli couldn't beat those guys. I'm like, man, that's sad. Like that's sad.
Yep.
You know, how when we want a player from Lazio, we are in for
We're on our knees for them.
yeah, like you want like he came
The
out
world.
saying I don't sell to Juve or it's more to Juve. I'm like, what the hell is happening here? Like
Yeah.
tell me. I don't get it. I don't. I'm so confused because everybody was saying, oh, now we have 20 million. All those journalists, 20 million for Zakaria, 17 for Ravella. Now we have for Diarra. Well, no, like no,
Yeah.
like that money is not there. And actually, the profit we made on Zakaria for some weird reason is 4 mil.
Agent fees and all that shit.
Yeah, like the agent fees we paid were ridiculous then. Like,
Yeah.
like you signed
Huh.
Zakaria, not Khedira, on a free from Real Madrid, coming off winning
Yeah.
the Champions League. Like, that's not what we did here. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. Ravella out the door officially with Lazio now, and as long as they finish seventh or seventh or sixth or fifth or third, second, first, we're gonna get the money. So that's 2 years away, but we'll move on from Ravella. Do you care? Sorry, last thing, because you talked about the money. Do you care about the player at all leaving? Don't think financially. Do you care about him leaving as a player?
Yes. I wanted to see something. Like, I wanted to see if he was good enough, yes or no. You know, I want to
Okay.
see what season.
So he got hurt in preseason. Maybe do you think Hans came here and then in the pecking order?
Maybe, but I don't like. They're not the same type of profile. So I don't think they're the same. Like I don't like them. They were switching for me. Like I don't. Like that's also confusing in my opinion. No, like for me, like I don't get that thought process. No,
Yeah.
because we were linked with DMs all summer, and you let one go, and because Nicolucci impressed. I don't know. Like it could be because there's no talks about Nicolucci leaving on loan. Actually, he's tipped to maybe start on Sunday, so over Miretti.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I think it's gonna be Miretti. It
No.
should be Miretti.
Yeah.
But
Moretti's been good.
yeah, he's been good. Like he's like as long as he is here and there's no loan, and you know, Fagioli's not fit and McKennie is McKennie. He deserves
Yeah.
to start, Miretti. So, but actually, the talks surrounding those two guys are being quiet. So maybe they are staying. Also, like the
Yeah.
Diarra thing, like that was last week when that news kind of broke, and there's nothing. It's all Berardi now, out of the blue.
Yeah.
That's also very confusing. I don't get it. And
We'll get to it when we get to it.
So-
Let's move on from that. Let's read out some member chats right now. Very quickly, like 2-word answers. Harvard Hansen is saying, "Is Pogba injured or not?"
well,
Clearly, he's not.
we will
He's
get to that
respawned
as well.
out of
Yeah.
nowhere. Anything
See.
you want? Like, we'll talk about Pogba in a bit.
Are you gonna do Fantacalcio this year? No, we never did. So no, no.
And then Unholy Fun saying, "Wow, wow, Julian." I don't know what that means. And then Havard Hansen again is saying, "Would you sell Fagioli for 20 to 25 million if an offer came up?"
No.
I'm afraid Juventus would.
I don't.
I agree. I'm afraid Juventus would.
I think they would ask for
But-
more, but I wouldn't sell for Jordan.
Yeah, I would not. That guy,
That makes no
he's
sense.
grown on me a lot. He's grown on me a lot, Fagioli.
Yeah.
Even though he's been out for a while, like last
Yeah,
year,
freakish
he proved
injury.
himself quite a bit.
Yeah, I still. Yeah,
Did he win? He won Young Player of the Year, no? Yeah.
He might. Yeah, for us, yeah. Oh no, for the league,
No,
yeah.
for
For the league,
Serie
yeah,
A,
he did.
yeah.
He did. I saw everybody,
Yeah.
and all Napoli fans were mad. But I like Fagioli as well. I still
Yeah.
think he has quite a lot of margins to improve, which is very interesting, because he can drift out of games a little bit often. I expect him to not do that as much this season, and also at
Yeah.
times he gives the ball away. Like he wants to
Cheaply.
be too too cheaply.
Yeah.
When he just needs to relax, you know. But I think
Yep.
he will improve that. You know, when you see his goal today, like a strike
Yeah.
against not nobody's, but like
That technique,
he has a
though,
clean he has a clean strike.
Yeah.
You know, he can strike a ball. Same for Nicolucci as well. Like he can just hit that ball perfectly every
Yep.
single time, basically, which is good. He needs to add more goals as well to his game
Yep.
because he has
Yeah.
everything to do that. So let's see.
Let's move to Bonucci.
Ah man,
What a circus that's become.
that's that was really not needed this summer. Like,
No.
with everything going around the club. But the club told him in April, leave. and we will give you a
Yes.
last farewell game. And he said, no, I will convince Allegri. The club said that's not going to happen. He said, no. So the club said, well, we told you. Now here we are, and we said no. So no is no. I've said it. When you do preseason and you have players, you definitely do not want to be at the club. They should not be training with the players, because
Yeah.
it's pointless. Like it's completely pointless. Like, because they get into formations, even if it's with the B team, you know, if you play five-a-side, whatever, he's still not going to be part of it. So he's taking up minutes, even in training, like attention from people who are going to be here. And they can say it's illegal. I've seen so many clubs do it. So I'm assuming it's not illegal. I don't know
So,
what is illegal. Like he's entered into.
Tell everyone.
Like,
Yeah, tell everyone what Ansa said. And
Who?
ANSA.
oh, yeah,
ANSA.
so
Yeah.
so
Tell
it's
everybody what
basically
happened.
was that Labor Party for like that's what it, like it's
Collective bargaining.
yeah,
Yeah.
they protect the players. They speak for the players, and they told in a statement that the club should reinstate him, you know, to come
Yep.
back and train with the group of players, because it's harming his reputation and whatever. But he's allowed to enter the facilities, and that was basically the rule. Like he's under contract, so he's allowed to enter the facilities
And he has been.
train and whatever, use the equipment, eat everything, but he's just not training with the first team. The fact
Yeah.
that he posted that out as well, Bonucci, tells you it's completely done. The first thing that came to mind to me is like, good, he's not gonna get a fluky job at the club. We're probably not gonna
Yeah,
hear
one of
from
those
him for a
random-
while. I don't need that, so that's fine. I get it.
Ambassador to the
Yeah.
frickin'
Could
whatever.
Could this
job.
have
Yeah.
been dealt with better? Yes, 100%.
Okay. No, I disagree with you because
No.
Juventus gave him.
Yeah,
Sorry, go
no,
ahead.
but like it shouldn't be this type of circus, like with these type of.
Well, you know
persons
how
coming.
Italy is.
Yeah, but like it's getting ugly now. It's really ugly. Even though he's out of this,
Yeah.
like, he's out of leaving. Like he's in 10 days, he might be playing for Lazio, so it's very unneeded. Like it's done. Like you waited all summer, now you're pushing it. You're out of the door, so it's
Yeah.
unneeded. I will not have people saying, "Oh, but look what he's done with the club." I get that. I get that. You know, 10 years.
Antonio Conte did better. More important things.
But at the end of the day, he went to Milan. He scored a goal to
Yep.
stadium, and he chose to celebrate it, that goal in
Yep.
front of everyone, telling us or the fans to clean up our mouth, you know, with a celebration. And I'm like,
Yep.
fine. I'm not gonna fight this fight for you, buddy. I'm not. I'm actually not, like, no energy. Whatever you have done, thanks. Like, I'll never forget how key you were in our success, because you was key.
Yep.
But
Absolutely.
man, I've seen, like, you left. You left for Milan because you were trying to outcoach your coach, basically. You were yelling at your coach, telling him to not make subs, and I'm like, you don't do that. Like, I don't care who you are. That's in
Yeah.
front of the cameras. That's just a no-go. Like, that made absolutely no sense. Like, I don't care who you are. Like, you cannot do that. Like, because the group of players will look at you. At that point, he left Allegri no choice to do what Allegri has done. Because if Allegri played him in Porto, that group of players would look at Allegri and be like, man, we can get away with a lot of stuff here. You know, we can yell at you,
Yep.
we can tell you whatever, and he's playing. So he did what he had to do. And if Bonucci was a man back then, he would have understand what happened, because he played after Porto. It was just to send
Yep.
a message. He got hurt, went to Milan, terrible, came crawling back because we needed to save his career, and we did for a couple of seasons. And that's it. Time is up. The
Yep.
club gave you way in advance the time to take it, say goodbye, and he said no. Okay, fine. Like, what do you want the club to do more? Because if the club
Yep.
let him play or train with the club with the team, he would have not engaged talks with Union Berlin, Fiorentina, Lazio, because he thought, I'm gonna make it. He would have thought that, and we would be sitting here today and be like, man, he's not gonna go. What now? At that point, you're like, he's gonna take up a spot. Now we need to move on. A player, Hoysen, might not get any minutes. because you cannot say on August 16, Bonucci is out of the squad. He will sit in the stands. You cannot do that. That's weird. That's not gonna happen. Or tell the world now he can leave when other clubs might have done already their business, not knowing Bonucci was available.
Yep.
So I'm cool. It's just ugly, but I'm not that that bad about it or like too fussed about it, if that makes sense.
Yep, for sure. I'm the same as you. I agree. The three clubs that are heavily linked. Oh, I guess four. You can say reports of Ajax.
Yeah.
They're there for whatever reason. Union Berlin in Germany, and then the two Italian clubs, Lazio and Fiorentina, have been linked to Bonucci.
Yeah.
I guess they want some experience, some depth, whatever. And listen, everybody, we will not be getting a transfer fee for him. We'll probably just package a severance or whatever. That's how he's going to leave. I guess we can move on from Bonucci now. Before we move on to the next topic, it's going to be about the game today, behind closed doors. Please like the video and subscribe if you haven't already, and then you can become a member. As you saw, Havard, I think it's Havard, and Unholy Fun, they're members. We read their chats out. So consider becoming a member and joining our prediction league. New perks to that. Stay tuned. Let's go to Pogba. Apparently he played today. Played, 45 minutes or so?
Yeah.
Second forward. So he played the Chiesa role essentially off of Vlahovic against Alessandria today. He scored a goal. It looked really, really like Sunday League level play that they were playing against. But he did score. He did play 45 minutes. What does this mean to you?
I immediately tweeted out that somebody's lying at the club. Or like, I don't think the media is lying. I don't think they're gonna make up that type of news that he's not available. Actually, Allegri confirmed that he's not available until October. You know, and it could be that he's not available to October. But and if you're in training every single day, if you play a training match, I find it very strange that you're not available until October. You know.
And it's not like it was with the second 11. It wasn't with the random U19s. It was with like players that you'll be playing with.
Yeah.
Throughout the season.
Actually, some players that might play on Sunday as well. So.
Yeah.
Coming off the bench or whatever, but
yep.
Like something is not really up at this point. I don't get it, because even when that report came out the first time, I'm like, I just saw him in training. Like we all saw him in training. What's what? Because he's training with the group. Then what is he doing? Watching, standing there and watching? No, he's doing every single drill apparently with the group. So I'm so confused. Like I'm actually, like, I don't know what to make of it. Like, is he fit? Is he not fit? Then Sky Italia reporting that he's working hard to be available for Udinese, and I'm like, that's a month and a half before the reports, all reports suggested, and kind of Allegri suggested before he was back. And I don't get it. I see people saying as well, like, it's not to put pressure on him. Like, there should be pressure on him. Like, he's a grown-ass man on 8.5 million, didn't play for a year and a half. Yeah, there's pressure.
Yeah.
Like, there's pressure to get you on that pitch. Like, just deal with it. Like, come on, he's not 18 and he's had a terrible year or whatever. Like, so many things going.
It's not like Chiesa. Remember how Chiesa were like,
It's not like that. So, there should be pressure for him to return. I'm not saying rush everything to get him back on that pitch, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm not saying do that, but there should be pressure because we need him. We need him. The club needs him. Needs him because we invested quite a lot of money in him, in wages, and we just need him on the pitch because he can make the difference if he's fit. So, I don't know. Like, I want to say good he's back, but like apparently he's not back. So I don't know I don't know what to make of it. I don't.
Does a Saudi bid like cross your mind at all?
At this point,
and we're
not
just
anymore.
saving him. No.
I don't think that. I said if he's not gonna play 10 games before, that was with you.
Yeah, you're still thinking January. You still think in January he'll go.
Yeah, I think he will go, and I already said like he's gonna miss August and September. Like that's 5 games we were saying. So I think
Yeah.
that's the direction we're going with. If he's not gonna stay fit and healthy, they're gonna ship him in January. I think. I
So
don't see him leaving now.
you don't think they're just preserving him for the last couple days and then saying, "Hey, he's fit. Like he scored a goal against frickin' or he scored a goal in training. He's been training well." Just to maybe get like a boost, a little transfer
Nah,
fee. No.
like they don't care
Okay.
about that. They are paying
All right.
Neymar, who plays half a season, and half a season he's on vacation, 150 a year. Like they don't they absolutely do not
They
care.
also paid 90 million to buy him.
Yeah, they absolutely do not care. Like they have
Yeah.
money. When we talk about money to burn, like they have money to burn it, pick up
Yeah.
those ashes, remake it, burn it again. Like they have crazy
Yeah.
money. Like it's unbelievable. So they don't care. Someone's saying I disagree. We
Uh,
don't need him. His knees are shot. Look at how he walks and look at Shaq walking. Shot knees, both of them. Okay, like we will.
Pogba's always walked like that.
Yeah,
Pogba's always had that weird
if
little.
Pogba is fit, we need him because he's the best
Yeah.
player in the squad. If he's fit, he is the most talented and best player in the team, and it's not even close.
By a mile.
It's
Yeah,
it's
by a
like
mile.
it's not even a debate. Like he is, he might be done. I agree with that. Like consistency, yes, but if he strings 4 5 games together, you will sit back and be like, God damn, like,
Yeah.
and you will look at other players you like and you're like,
Yeah.
like, and I like you, but maybe not as much as I need to,
Oh,
because
you like Fagioli? You think Fagioli's really good? Oh.
yeah, and that's not a knock on Fajol, because when remember that game,
Yeah,
Pogba came
of
up and he
course.
played like 50 minutes, and you're like,
Yeah.
I've not seen this at the club for like 5 years now, or something like that.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. It's crazy. His talent is like pure talent, one of the best I've seen in my lifetime. At my club at
Yeah.
Juve, because
Yeah, yeah.
it's pure, it's natural, it's not. How do you want to say it? Like robotic in a system and
Yeah.
whatever you look good. Like it's just pure natural ability, like insane. But I get that he's not fit and his body issues and all those things. But playing 1 game a week in Serie A, like, at this point, if he's not going to leave, if he gives you 15% of the game, 90 minutes, that will, in my opinion, give you, compared to last season, maybe 5 to 9 points more, because he will make
Yep.
make the difference. He will make the difference. He
Absolutely.
will break up a goal, break open a game. He will give that assist, whatever. You will get that goal. He will make
He'll
that
shoot from
difference.
35 yards and
He will give
score.
that pre-assist, which is key. Like break up that
Yep.
midfield to get people in play. He will do that if he's fit, obviously. That's the obvious
Yeah.
question. So if an offer comes in, I'm like, sell it. Like if it, like I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Like I've never said do
Absolutely.
not sell it. Like I've never said that. But I'm like, if he's staying and he's fit, he will make the difference.
Also,
It's big
if you
ifs.
do sell him, that's a clean capital gain. Like that's pure profit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it is. Unless we pay 20 million in agent fees.
yeah, we probably did because it's Pimenta. So who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's the Pogba stuff. Is he
Somebody's
back? Is he
saying
not? We actually have no idea. Sorry,
Mitrovic
go
to
ahead.
Al Hilal for 55 million. That cannot be true. 55.
It's 43 million pounds. So I think that's like 55 million euros.
I told you they don't care. Like
Yeah.
55. Like I like Mitrovic, but I'm like, I want him if you like in the squad, but like 20 mil, 18 mil, like 55. Are you insane? Like,
That's a super team, Al Hilal. That they would beat us.
yeah, I've watched. I'm not gonna lie. I put it on, the Mares
Yeah.
game. I turned it
Oh,
down.
that's yeah.
I turn it off
Yeah.
because that's not football. Like I'm sorry. Like
Yeah.
as of now, it's like us playing Alessandria. Like it's not fun. Like there's like it's
Yeah,
all over
'cause
the
they
place.
got-
It's all open. Like
They
there's
got
nothing.
the four top teams
Yeah,
were
they have
loaded
all-
up top, like, and that's it. And then the other teams are like all Wada or whatever. They got nothing.
If you
they
see
got
some of the
Alessandria
goals, I'm
top.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, there's like you had no idea what to do there. Like it's just all over the place defending. It's not. It's like Messi in MLS when you see some of his
Yeah.
goals. Like I could have scored them.
Last night's Messi's goal. I'm like, dude,
The
that's a
goalkeeper
bad look.
took like 10 steps before he was like, I need to dive now.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's a bad look.
It's not like even the tap-ins he scores, like he's in acres of space. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
boy. But good for them. They're
Whatever.
getting the money.
Yeah.
I would have done the same.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you complete football. There's nothing else for Messi to win, so he goes to Miami to live the rest of his life. Good
Yeah,
for him.
but even Neymar, like, yeah, why not? Are
Yeah.
you crazy? Like that's 300 million for 2 years. That's insane. Like,
Yeah.
that's absolutely insane. So take that money.
Yeah, Pogba, you should go too, or just be fit and play. I don't know. You pick, man. Be fit and play, or just go take a hike to
You
Saudi
know,
Arabia.
are you because he said no to a big offer. Are you impressed with him saying no?
Kinda.
I agree. I don't know. Might sound weird, but like he could have done.
It sounds like a total contradiction of what we just said.
Yeah, but like yeah, but he could have been like, man, I'm injured all the time. I don't need
Yeah.
this bullshit. Like
Take the bag.
take the bag. But he was like, and it can change. You know, it's still time.
Yeah.
Maybe the bag gets doubled. But he basically said no. Like I own the club to make up what I didn't do last year. And
Yeah.
that's why I'm like, if it doesn't work in between now and January, I think at that point he's like, yeah, okay, screw this. Like, and
Makes sense.
to be honest, I will not blame him because these are injuries. Like it is like when players have injuries, I'm like, it is like it's your body. Like,
Yep.
like I don't know, like it's the club, I guess. You know, because we knew
Yeah.
that. Same for the Chilio when we hand out the deals. Like that's on the club, not the players. Like if you get money, you're signing it.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
well, let's see.
We'll move on from Pogba now. I'm gonna read one member chat. It's from Crazy Ray. I really appreciate you guys reporting the news every day. Been following for a while now, and just wanted to let you know that it's appreciated. Well, thank you
Thanks.
for being a member, buddy. Thank you so much, and I hope you, because that was so nice of you to say, I hope you win the prediction league. Best of luck. And don't forget to like the video if you haven't already. It helps the channel
Are you in the
grow.
chat, Crazy? Are you in the prediction chat? If no, reach out to me.
Reach out to Ale.
Now we're
about the
talking
prediction
about
league
it.
and
Let
all
me
that.
bring it up.
Bring it up. Put it up on the
So-
big screen before we get to our next topic.
It's up and running, the prediction league. You can do that. Become a member. Link for that in the description. Same for the Discord link. If you join, click the Discord link, text me, and I will add you to the prediction league. And you can win this. It's up and running, but you
Yep.
can join later on. You can still make up for it because I constructed it in a way that during the season you can make up even if you join later on. But these are the prizes
Midway
you can
through,
win.
so yeah.
Yeah, so you can win. Jockey Bro won the jersey. He still hasn't chosen one because he's waiting until all jerseys are up, and then I will ship him his, I don't know, apparently Rugani jersey. So
I think he should wait until September 1st.
yeah, that's what I said. Like until the transfer
Yeah.
window is closed. But that's what I
'Cause-
was.
Yeah.
Will it be a watch
Um,
long? I'm not doing watch longs during the season. I only do preseason. So
I will do them when I have time.
yeah,
How's that, everybody?
I do not season prediction because we will get
Yeah.
cancelled.
Okay, so actually, before we go to the Samardzich hijack potential, let's read out Unholy Fun. One of our members saying Ramsey feels like a healthy person comparing to Pogba. Yep, that's a good point.
Only was
And then
crap.
Khalid said Ramsey played 27 games last season for Nice, and now he's gone back to Wales this season. So, yeah, he's played more than Pogba has recently.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Okay, let's move to Lazar Samardzich from Udinese, who we play this weekend. We might actually be playing him this weekend.
Yeah.
So, the whole Inter and Samardzich deal fell through, as we know. It's due to his age, or not his agent, because his agent agreed, which is Pimenta, by the way. His agent agreed to deal with Inter to go there. He was about to do his medical and everything. I think he might have even done his medical. And then his dad, or I guess he acted as an intermediary, Lazar's dad said, hey, we want more. And Inter said, screw you. And now he's back at Udinese training. and the counterpart, I think his name's Fabian or something, or Fabian, he is now no longer going from Inter to Udinese either. That deal is completely off. Now, I ask you, and people in the chat, if you want to answer this as well, Ale, would you do a potential Hans Nicolucci Caviglia plus cash deal for Lazar Samardzich?
If we get the deal Inter got, then yes.
So I think it was Fabian was rated at 6 and then plus 15 cash, right?
It was 2 now, 15 cash and 2 bonuses.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And it was a loan this year, and then whatever. Yeah. So if it's Hans for 6, and then 2 loan, and then 15 plus bonuses, you do that.
Yeah, I do that because
I would absolutely do that. I'd bite your hand off right now to do that.
I like.
He was on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you go. You say.
He was on our list.
Yeah.
Of potential players coming in June.
June.
That would be really funny if that happened.
I like Nicolucci, but he has a lot of injuries, so he had tough injuries.
Yeah, he tore his knee. Yep.
Yeah. So it's not a given. He's also 24, right? Oh no, 23.
I think 22-ish, 22, 23.
I thought okay.
He's not quite. Yeah.
I think he's older than Vlahovic.
Yeah.
So
maybe the same. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was, but I would do that because I like him, especially the second part of the season. He impressed.
Yeah.
Is he the biggest need in the squad as of now?
Nope.
No, he's not. But I would do that. I would do that if we get the same type of deal. I don't think it's gonna happen. The rumors are weak, very weak.
Yeah, for sure.
It's but you never know. Like the Berardi thing came out of nowhere. Here we are. So
Stay tuned, guys.
I will do it. Like I will do it. I will do that deal. Yeah, any day of the week. I'm not gonna lie. Because I like Nicolucci, but I think. How do I need to put it without sounding disrespectful? I think one will make the difference on a consistent basis and one not, if that makes sense. One give you good moments where you're like, wow, and the other one will give you 38 games on a very consistent level where you're like, man, wow.
Yep.
That's
I think Lazar Samardzich, Samardzich is a baby Milinkovic-Savic. Like he's on that trajectory right now. He's good on the ball,
he's
power, athletic. I think if you missed out on Milinkovic-Savic all these years and you get Samardzich, it's like, okay, I get it. You get a Milinkovic-Savic type when he's growing into that kind of player.
I have some breaking
obviously
news.
Not all players are the same. Breaking news, go ahead.
Milan are thinking about Keane. Let's see if they will make a move, says Dibarcio. Keane wants to play more.
So, Moise Keane potentially going to Milan from Dimarcio. Watch it be a 2-year loan deal with 30 million. If it happens. So you tweet that out. Let us know in the chat what you think of that potential news happening. Moise Keane, again, potentially going to Milan. I don't know what kind of deal it is, but they are interested as we speak. But going back to Samardzich, I think it's a perfect solution for what Gentoli and the club supposedly want to do with young players coming in and growing from there.
Yeah.
And yes, I read one of the comments because Samardzich has proven himself in Serie A. I don't want to say proven himself. Like he's done well. He's done well for a young kid. It's not really proven. Proven is like you're doing what you're contributing 15 goals and assists for this season. You're like a instigator on your team. You're the talisman or whatever. So I would say
follow up. Juve want to keep Moise Keane.
Okay, so poo-poo everything I said about Keane and going to Milan, and yeah, perfect. Cool. So that Samardzich thing is done. We're done talking about that. And, why do they want Keane? Don't they have like Giroud, Okafor? Don't they have enough players up there?
That deal makes no sense.
Yeah.
unless we know nothing at this point. Like
Yeah.
they have what they. Yeah, they're like okay. They sold Giroud, I think. Giroud, no, not Giroud. Origi, or like sold. They told him
They
to.
sold Origi? I thought he was still there.
No, they let him go, or like they released, or they're releasing him,
Oh, okay.
something like that. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. Here it is. So they wanted Keane. They asked for Keane, basically. Let me read it out. Let me see what Juve says. Oh, they offered the Juve some conditions the club would not take. Oh,
Yeah, it's
a
pointed
loan
to
with
your-
with an option and an
Oh, yeah.
obligation if certain things were reached. So
Yeah, so
yeah,
no
screw
chance.
that.
Man, good for standing firm on that. I guess. Okay, so that Keane thing is done.
Let me
Go
check.
look at our official Twitter account as well, at Bianconeri Zone for all the latest updates. Of course, when we're not live, we do have a Twitter account that posts instant updates. So check that out and follow that account. Not on Twitter. Did I say Twitter? On X. 50 people in here. Please like the video if you haven't already. I'm going to read out some more member chats. Khalid is saying, I don't understand some of the signings by the club, like Zakaria, Paredes. Why bring them in when you don't play them? This is why the title of the video is called, What Are We Doing? Or what is the club's direction? We still haven't found out, and it's been like this since, I don't know, since we signed Ronaldo. We don't know the direction we're trying to go into. So we continue that way. And then going back on the Samardzich hypothesis of Nicolosi and money, Khalid says 10 plus Nicolosi, sure. Havard says 100% yes. And Khalid is saying give them Milik, which I guess he means about the Keane potential deal that is now not going to happen, obviously. So give Milan Milik. Okay. Last topic I had for today, and then we could scramble on about whatever happens elsewhere in the reporter section, the journalist section, what Alejandro's following right now. We're going to talk about Domenico Berardi. A lot of just different news outlets reporting different amounts of money that Sassuolo want and that Juventus value him at. Apparently, we value him at 20 to 22 million. Sassuolo value him at 30 million, I believe. And I believe the structure of what we want to do is potentially Sule plus a loan plus 20 million or something like that. Something along those lines. Apex is saying this dude's audio is choppy. I apologize, man.
Yeah, we will fix it afterwards because I have an idea how. I think it's
Yeah.
It could be that your earpieces are on.
Okay.
Can you hear me when you put
So-
them out? No, you can't.
I can take him out.
Can you still hear me?
I didn't take him out yet.
No. I know, but like, can you pull them out now?
I can pull them out. They're out.
Can you speak?
Now I
Hey.
can't hear you though.
But can you speak? Just speak.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. But can you speak?
I guess that's why. Okay. I'm going to put that back in.
No, it's not that 100%. So.
Okay. We'll move on.
We'll fix it. We'll fix it afterwards. We
That's-
cannot now.
Yeah, it's a later problem.
But the Berardi one.
Yeah.
My question is because I've talked about it for a week now. I think it is. Is it a week? Yeah, it is. It's easily a week. Somebody, almost 50 people watching. Please like the video and then answer the
Yeah.
question I'm gonna ask. And don't give
can't
me.
wait.
All the media is putting this out there. We don't know what the club is thinking. Don't give me that as an answer. How does the club go from a combative midfielder, DM, to potentially a winger in a 4-3-3? How to these meetings, because everybody saw the Netflix, not the Netflix, the Prime documentary, sitting with NetFed, with the Morata deal. I'm just thinking, Monday they come in and they're like, man, we need Cassier. Cassier goes to Saudi. Next Monday they come in and they're like, Cassier off the table, let's go for Berardi. And I'm like, what? How do these conversations go? Oh, we don't get Cassier? You know what? Let me flip the formation a week before the season kicks off. Because why not? Somebody in the chat, let me know what that thought process is. Because I have no idea. I don't even know how these talks go. Because that's not, you're not getting a DM, but you're signing a Mid-Zala. You're not getting a DM, you're signing a player making the difference up top. It's completely different.
Yeah.
It doesn't even make sense. So if anyone knows the answer, let me know in the chat. If you know, you can tell me, because I don't know. I don't get it.
My only thing is it's Diarra and Berardi at the same time.
But that's the thing that makes sense, but not the thing you believe, right?
No, I'm.
Do you actually believe that that's what the club wants? Bring in 2 players, pay 50 million?
Yeah.
Okay.
I still think people are being sold and let go for their weight. I still think people are getting sold. I still think they're trying to sell McKennie. I still think that. I know you have a.
No, I think they if a bid comes in, they're like, yeah, but there are no rumors. Same for Kostic.
Yeah.
Everybody can say he's on the move, but I'm like, okay, show me an offer.
Well, Nico Shira said there's 2.
I said Nottingham Forest are interested, but not offer. So at that point, I'm like, they're not serious. It's 2 weeks before the season kicks off. For the window shots, if you're not putting an offer, or you're not opening talks for Kostic now, when are you going to do it? Then you're not first choice, in my opinion.
Yeah, those Premier League clubs will bid on September 1st. They'll say, hey, I need a player. I'll give you this. They're nuts on transfer deadline day. So I believe that anything's open in terms of sales. We do stuff different. In terms of trying to bring players in, we do stuff differently. Like Juventus. We have to take two weeks and a week and a half to sign someone if we're really interested.
Yeah, okay,
but
that's fair, but
so I still think those Berardi and Diarra are at the top of the list for players to bring in, which I don't agree with the Diarra one. He's interesting, but no, if you want to move, sorry.
The more I look into him, the more I'm like, I want him.
The more, yeah, okay, fair. Because he can play multiple positions. He's one of those kind of guys. He's fun. He's something different. He's a different type of player we don't have currently.
When you see clips, he reminds me, and not in all ways, but Pogba when he first joined, the way he carries the ball and he does random stuff and he pulls it off. Yeah. He reminds me of that a little bit. A little bit. So I'm like, okay, it's very raw, because he only played post-January, to be honest. Because before that, he wasn't in the team's... he wasn't in the lineup and all, because he had an issue and all those things, and it didn't really work. But that run he had was impressive. If you the more you look into it, the more I'm like, okay.
He was at a point where the coach couldn't not play him. He had to play. They had to make him play in any formation. That's how important he was to Strasbourg last year.
Because when you texted me then, all the positions he played in, I started watching some tape I could find, and at times I'm like, that was not the nail down. Some of those numbers might be even fake. He might start as a 6, but he ended up playing as a 10. Because I've seen clips in one game, he was just behind the strikers all the time. I'm like, what is this? And then other clips, he's on the right hand side, entering the box consistent, on a consistent basis. I'm like, wow, that's interesting. For 20 million, I think that's a deal you might need to be doing. Because when Juntili came in, actually, we were all saying we need those type of deals where you're like, who?
Out of left field, yeah.
Yeah, and then in 2 years' time, you're like, you want him, City? Fine, that's 80 million euros. if because the player wants to leave and not name it. You know, Keane wants to leave, and you're like, oh, great, 18 million euros, like whatever.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah,
you're like, we're not moving, like we're losing a player, we're not making money. What's the point?
Yeah.
So we need to take some risk. It's a risk, by the way, because if he comes in, it's not like it's done. Like he's gonna change our game. Like that's a big ask. But yeah, do you think we need somebody in that midfield before we go on Berardi? But with the players we have, are you like, man, we need
So
a big
current status.
to compete in
current
Syria?
I would rather have him than Hans. I would rather have him than McKennie. Is he better than Fagioli? Another question is, who would you rather have, this Diarra kid or Samardzich? I know Diarra is more linked with us, or on our higher up on the list.
That's a tough, you know. I think one is ready, one is a gamble. So
Yeah.
Allegri
And
will
then
go
you
for the
think-
ready one.
Yeah,
But that's my question. Like, do we need a ready one, or do you think what we have now is good enough to compete already, and we can take a risk, you know, and maybe wait 3 to 4 months before you're like, wow, that's it?
Are we competing for the Scudetto or top four? This goes back to our conversation on Monday.
We should be competing for the title. I just think we
Yeah.
just make top 4 at this point. Like that should be, you know.
So
Take
you
that to the
remember,
bank. That should be like that.
obviously in 2013 we brought Pogba in on a free, relatively unknown, only known because it was a big bust up between Pogba and Sir Alex Ferguson.
Yeah.
We knew that he was talented,
Yeah.
but at Juventus we were like, is he gonna play a lot? And he forced his way into the team, and he was electric. We know that. This Diarra kid, is that going to be the same kind of thing? Because Pogba made his way under Conte, who's more, I'm not going to say more lenient towards young players, just as long as they get the job done. But Allegri's not, like, unless he's forced to, he plays the younger kids. So, again, Diarra's fun. If we had Champions League money, if we had money to spend, I would definitely say, yeah, bring him in for 20 million. It makes total sense. But I think Samardzich would be cheaper, and you don't have to pay right away, and you know, like you said, the consistency part where Samardzich would be consistently good for 38 games. We know that already. Or at least we think we're almost pretty sure we know that already.
Yeah.
Whereas Diarra, it's like, okay, what's his best position?
That's fair.
Is it 8? Is it 6? Is it a winger? Is it a 10? We don't know. So, again, if we had more money, I would take him instantly. But we don't. I don't want to gamble our only, not high profile, because we got Weah, our only other signing to be Habib Diarra at this point.
It's fair. I get what you were trying to say.
Yeah.
Like I get it. Like it. But it's like the more I look into it, the more I'm like, okay, that's something. I don't want to sit here and 2 years time I'm like, man, he's playing for, I don't know, Man Liverpool, and they pay like 60 mil already for him, and I'll be like, damn it, you know.
It would be a missed opportunity to regret. Like it.
Yeah.
But at that point, it's like hindsight as well, because like he could obviously in 2 years be like, nah, who's this guy again?
Could be. That could be equally true. But I can
Like
now.
remember, like Gravenberg, right? Like he's gone ghost. He's ghosted.
Weird one, because Liverpool want him and Bayern are saying no, but they don't play him. I still think he's extremely talented. Like he needs to get out of there. He needs to play, because 2 years on the bench that's too much.
Yeah.
That's too much. But yeah, I guess. But like going back to the Berardi thing, nobody answered my question. Good, so I win because nobody can explain that. Or, like you said, we're getting 2 players, which I don't think is going to be the case. Unless we sell, I don't know, Bremer, Vlahovic, Chiesa for cash tomorrow. Then, yes, I agree. Then I agree 100%. Yes, we bring in 2 players. But As of
My
now.
dog's barking at you because you brought up selling Bremer or Chiesa or Vlahovic.
Yeah, because Di Marzio said we're gonna try again for Lukaku, and I told people it's not over until it's over.
He said that right now.
Yeah, he said that. Like they will try again for Lukaku. It's not over until it's over. I said it when that news came out, and everybody was like,
We survived or whatever.
"Oh, it's over." I'm like, "It's not over.
Yeah.
Like it's just on standby because Chelsea have bigger fish to fry. They're done with it now, and now they
Yeah.
can sit back and see what they do with Lukaku, and
Yeah.
maybe bully us because we're desperate." So yeah, it's. I think the next couple of weeks could be very interesting. Next 2
I
weeks.
think they will be too.
We could have
Okay.
skipped the previous 2.5 months. Just fast forward to this.
And fast forward here, yeah. Okay, so I have my stats.
Oh yeah.
My the things I want to bring to you and the chat because there's 60 people in here. Please like the video if you haven't already. Please do that. Please do. And I guess we'll read off another member chat. It's from Unholy Fun saying Samardzich has an advantage. Inter fans will hate us even more. I would go for it. Okay. So we're going to move to Berardi. Stats without context. I like to call this. So I compared Berardi, Rafael Leao, Kvaratskhelia, Bernardo Silva, Rafinha, and Vinny Jr. Okay? All high-profile names.
I know where this is going.
Okay, just listen. So Berardi is kind of an analytical darling. Berardi leads or is second in these specific categories per 90 minutes. Listen, goal contributions, he's first. Listen, did you hear the names I said?
Yeah,
Rafael Leao.
I know where this is going.
Okay. Progressive passes, he's first. Shots, he's first. He has better finishing than Vinny Jr. and Rafinha. His long passing percentage, he's first. He's second only to Vinny Jr. in shots created per 90 minutes. Out of those 6. He's second only to Kvaratskhelia, only like decimal places in goals created per 90. And he's second only to Rafael Leao in take on success.
It's still a no for me, by the way. It's all nice, but it's still a no for me. I knew the moment you listed all those.
I could not believe it.
I could. The moment you listed those
reading.
players, I knew where it was going. I knew it because
I
my
could not
video,
believe what I was reading.
I said in the week, his stats look off the charts, like unbelievable.
They do.
And if you watch First Things First, you probably don't watch it. They do a segment always where they just put up pictures of 2 players and they make him black, like they blank it out. You don't see who it is, and they compare
And you guess
stats.
who's who.
And then you have like Patrick Mahomes and I don't know, like
Daniel Jones.
not like even worse. And you're like, huh? But you know better.
Yeah.
Like you know better. You know one is the most talented player ever, maybe, and one is crap. Yeah, Kirk Cousins, like great. Like his stats look off the charts, like amazing. Then playoff time, you're like, what the hell is this? Like,
And then playoff time, you get Macedonia or Italy.
yeah, you get Berardi playing Macedonia. That's what you get. You're like, what? What's happening here? So stats look great, and that's what I said in my videos, like stats. But I've seen him play in the Euros.
Everyone has.
On
I've
that,
seen him for 10 years.
on that right hand side, and I'm like, the first half an hour against Turkey, and I'm like, God damn, you are extremely slow in everything you do. It's so predictable. It feels like you're carrying, I don't know, a house on your back when you're making your movements. I'm like, what is going on here? And then he puts in Chiesa, and it's like you're fast forwarding the game. Like it's in a completely different pace. So I'm picturing Chiesa, Vlahovic, Berardi on a counter. I'm like, dude, one is gonna probably be bypassed by Rabiot and all those guys on the counter. Like he's not that guy. Like I cannot watch Berardi. It's like Zaniolo. I cannot watch those guys. But they frustrate the hell out of me when I see them play. I'm not gonna lie. It's like watching Bruno Fernandes play. Stats, wow. When you see him play, you're like, surely the coach is gonna kill him after the game, because his play in game is terrible. Like one of the most wasteful players I've ever seen is Bruno Fernandes. At the end of the season, 10 goals, 10 assists, and you're like, how is that even possible?
Okay.
He will cost
Here's-
you
here's
games
this-
as well, goals as well. He will, because he does the most random thing ever, and it's just not
Okay.
my cup of tea.
Hear me out. What if he gets 20 plus goals and assists again for Juventus? When was the last
Excuse
time we had
me?
a player like that?
Well, how many goals?
Ronaldo? 20 GA.
Yeah, okay, he gets assists, fine.
Okay,
then-
but
Next season we
What
play
was-
Champions League. How much is he gonna get?
he becomes a Serie A player. Like he doesn't have to play the Champions League.
Okay,
He
so
goes
we're-
in the mid. He plays on the weekend, and then no, we'll have money to buy more players next year.
I think you're wishful thinking here. I don't think that's the case. So you want Berardi?
All I'm saying is we don't score fucking goals. Okay, we need to score goals.
Okay, I fine, I get it, but so you want Berardi? Like you want to pay 30 million for Berardi?
Not 30 million.
Oh, that's
I
a
want
take it or
I
leave it.
want Sule on loan with a buyback.
They're-
I want
At-
20 million, whatever.
Yeah, we're dealing with
and next-
Sassuolo,
and-
not Frosinone. They're not gonna be that stupid. They're just not. Like we didn't even get a buyback from the winter from freaking Genoa. Like imagine getting
Yeah, I
that from
don't care.
Sassuolo now.
Yeah,
but
I
just-
don't care about doing. Yeah. Maybe they didn't care either. Maybe we're like, okay, DeWinter, you're annoying me. Go away. I'm not totally like again. I'm not saying Berardi yes, yeah, but like at some point stats don't actually lie.
Okay.
Like
so
when you consistently hit double figures in goals and you hit 20 GA for multiple seasons. Like again, I'm as a winger. Yes, he scores penalty shots, but
so
good. Get into the
Pedula-
box, get fouled.
talking about Berardi, Pedula just said Sule, the club is Juve is taking his time because there are two options for Sule: go into Sassuolo on a permanent transfer to lower the Berardi
Permanent.
fee, or go to Frosinone. But the Frosinone are pushing for it, but the club is taking time now.
Okay, so that's a little different, obviously, because if it's Sule, what do you rate him at? 12 million.
Yeah,
So you pay 18 million for Berardi, and you lose Sule. Again, is Sule gonna play right wing back? Like, is it just a waste?
um, okay, yeah, okay, I get that point. But
I don't know, man. Like, we
I
don't
will-
score, we don't fucking create anything. Like, I'm sick of it. I'm bored. I'm bored.
do
of,
you think Berardi being the main guy at Sassuolo helps at getting that GA compared to coming in at Juve and sharing that with other guys?
And maybe there's less responsibility on him. Maybe that
And
opens
that's my
him up,
point.
and maybe
That's my point with not with Sule, with Berardi. I don't like his mentality. He shies away from responsibility, competing, and I find it very all perfect, falling into place for him. That man, he's coming in and he's gonna be the main guy because there's nobody else.
yeah.
But when he had competition, he made it very clear that he didn't want to go into a competition battle because he wanted to play week in, week out. Good money, 3.5 million at Sassuolo. Apparently.
Okay, that's an issue too. I didn't know he made that much.
Yeah, he makes 3.5 million euros. So people would
And
not
he'll
believe
probably
it.
expect a
Look
raise.
it up. It's well he makes with bonus 3.5 million euros at Sassuolo. The main guy, no pressure, playing for less games than I do on my Sunday league game on a weekly basis. I like it's not a disrespect, but it is what it is. There's no pressure at Sassuolo. You play well, you play crap, nobody cares. Like, let's be completely honest here. Now you
Yeah.
come in, Juve, 30 million, fans don't want you, and you need to deliver, like you said, that 20 GA. Do you believe he can do that? Going at 29 when his mindset was, I don't want to compete. I don't want to do this. I don't want that pressure. Now at 29, you want that? I find that extremely worrying.
Okay, so what's the difference between Milinkovic and Savage?
Savage is a baller. He wants to leave. But Lotito said, yeah, Manu, 120 million. And nobody's going to pay that because he's not worth
No,
120
you're right.
million. Like,
That's
he,
fair.
the only thing I have with him is, like, you didn't need to sign that new deal back then.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I will blame him for. But he like, we knew he wanted to join us every single summer. It's just we couldn't pay for it. Berardi flat out said no. To us, Inter, Milan, Roma, no, no, no. I don't like that at 29. I just don't like that. I find that very worrying.
So you think this is just like he wants to come for a paycheck?
Not a paycheck, because the wages reported is just the same thing. We're not gonna we're gonna give him the same money.
So then why now?
You tell me. I don't know. Yep,
Well,
no,
maybe
that's
he has a
what I
change of
said.
heart. That's what. Yeah, like maybe he's just like, okay, I want to do this now.
No, that's what I said.
Yeah.
There's he is gonna be the main guy.
At Juventus?
Yeah, who's gonna compete with him in his position if we play 4-3-3?
Oh no! In the attack, he's the third. He's the third dude. He's like,
Yeah,
you know,
but if
Chris
we play
Bosh,
4-3-3,
Dwayne Wade, LeBron James. He's Chris Bosh.
No, I'm like starting position. I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, of course. No, like.
Okay,
it's-
that's what it is.
I don't know.
That was not the
It's way
case
up.
back in
I don't know.
the day.
Yeah.
I think we play 4-3-3 where I was just playing right back at that point. I think Allegri will play him right back.
Okay, so if Berardi does come, we're not playing 3-5-2. I'm pretty sure that's clear.
Yeah, I mean, you better not.
Yeah. So then you have to rethink everything. Then you go back. Then at the end of the day, it is only Berardi. Like the center midfielder isn't a question anymore, because then in midfield you have Locatelli and Rabiot,
Yeah,
and now Fagioli's benched.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. It's weird, but we need more. We do need more attackers. Also, if that happens, like Milik becomes redundant, unless you play Keane on the wing as well. Like if you play what were we saying, 3-4-3, then you have Keane and Chiesa as left wingers. You have Milik and Vlahovic as strikers. Then you have Berardi, and then obviously you can have Keane play right wing as well, or Chiesa come on the right wing, whatever. You can swap those three.
Do you want an update?
On Berardi,
Yeah.
sure.
So Alfredo Pedula said, because of respect for Sassuolo, he told Carnevali that he wants this to be done, and before the season starts, he wants a decision to be made, and that's
So that's
Pedula
3
saying.
days.
In the next 48 hours, there might be a solution, and he hopes it's Juve because he told Carnevali he wants to join Juve.
That's too funny. So breaking news, if you guys haven't heard already, Ale just said Berardi wants the deal done out of respect for Sassuolo. He told his GM, his director, in 48 hours he wants a decision.
Yeah, yes or no. If no, he will focus. Basically, that would mean he will
Yeah.
stay at Sassuolo. So, but you need to know, like, is it feasible, or is it like
Yeah.
impossible?
We'll know by Friday if Berardi's a Juventus player. And then that saga's done again, which is fine. Which I'm fine with. I don't know about you.
Sorry,
I
was
like
reading
that approach though. I know. I like that approach though. I like the approach of
from the player. Yes,
yes
I
or no.
respect that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yes, okay, then we can chill. No, okay, I'll focus on the task ahead. Finishing mid-table.
I mean, okay. But yeah, I
So,
I agree with that.
Juve have offered 20. Let me read it out.
Is this
22.
Padula continued?
Excuse me?
Is this Padula continued?
Yeah. Juve have
Yeah,
offered
okay.
between 22, 23 million plus. They want to loan him with an obligation to buy. They also want
So
to.
what I said.
They also wish to include a player in the deal. Sassuolo said no to that.
Yep.
But Berardi asking for this could be, the reason it actually happens, because of the good relationship between the owners and everything he did for the club. Um, so Berardi is actually banking his hope on that. That's kind of what the story is saying.
Okay. So we'll know in 48 hours if Berardi is a Juventus player, according to Badula. And he's been okay this summer in terms of reporting news. He's twerking for Premier League fans, of course.
Yeah,
But
that was
everyone does to get their
very
followers
weird.
up.
I almost unfollowed him. He blocked me on my account.
Yeah.
Good, because I
So-
would have ripped him.
There are options for if Berardi does come. You can do a 4-3-3. You can do a 3-4-3, but the 3-5-2 is totally scrapped. And after the preseason Juventus just had, which was promising, I'll say, not great, but promising.
It was promising.
You spent the whole time playing a 3-5-2.
Yeah.
So are you gonna scrap it just because of Berardi, like you said?
That's what I like. That's what I said. Like how, like
Yeah.
what are the conversations? Like you, and I know Berardi. I know Allegri said, we can start with one thing in a season at the start of the season and then switch it up. I'm like fine, but now you're starting, and next week you already want to do a different thing. That's weird. That's
Yeah.
weird. If you do a different thing in November and you find another solution, I'm like fine, I get it.
Yeah.
But you're starting with one thing, and Bologna at home, you already want to do another thing. That preparation is weird. Like, I don't know. I don't even know how you approach the club, the players. Guys, we trained a 3-5-2. We did this and this. Screw that. It's a 4-3-3.
Yep.
You're not playing. You guys need to do a completely different job than we did all summer. Like, it's
Yep.
strange. Like, it's very, very strange. The
Like-
positive is we only play once a week, so you have some time to implement it,
Train it.
I guess.
Yeah.
But it's still weird. Jesus. I speak Dutch. Hanin says, not a 3-4-3.
There's two options if Berardi comes, because you know damn well Berardi is not being put on the bench due to
No.
him being the high summer or high profile sign.
He plays. If he comes in, he starts
Yes.
immediately. He
So
starts
it is
immediately.
literally 3-4-3 or a 4-3-3, and that's it.
Okay, before I say something, I never said Berardi is a crap player. I don't think he's crap.
Who said you said that?
No, because of people. I know people. What people will say. I never said he's a
Oh.
crap player. He can play. Like, he can play, and he will get the goals. Like I said with Kostic when he came in, I said he will get the numbers. Period. You don't expect anything weird from him. He will get you the numbers, and that's what he did. He gave you the numbers. Ugly, beautiful, whatever. That's what he did. Berardi will get you the numbers. It's just like he's 29. I don't like his mindset up to his to turning 29, and long term, I don't really see it. That's all
That's
I'm
fair.
saying. That's all I'm saying. It's a lot of money you're
So-
investing, and I have my doubt. I have strong doubts about it. But like you said, if he comes
22
and he
mil,
gets
though- Sorry, go
Yeah.
ahead.
22 mil, okay.
If
What did I
in a
say? No, we
year-
offered 22.
Yeah. So, if he does get the goodwill thing from Carnevale, whatever, and if it is 22 mil, and you have to pay it next year, when you have the Champions League money, is it that much?
I don't know.
I'm not trying to convince you of Berardi, by the way. I'm just asking questions.
If 22 mil is a good.
If we paid 22 mil now, like if we did it this summer, it's bad, right? But if it's next year when you have more money coming and you have whatever.
Okay, I will flip it. Us paying
Yep.
30 million for Locatelli now, does that look good?
Right now,
Yeah,
I think we need Locatelli.
for 30 million, you think?
I think we need him, yes, because we have nobody else.
Okay, that's not the question is 30 million euros for Locatelli, paying 30 million euros to Sassuolo now for Locatelli. Does that look good? Now,
Is it the same Locatelli that was at Sassuolo?
no, I'm talking about this Locatelli. We're paying 30 million euros for this Locatelli now. Because it can happen with Berardi. Like, you can give you 6 assists and 5 goals, or like not even 5 goals, like 3 goals and 6 assists. So I'm just saying something, if you know what I mean. I'm
Yeah.
being dramatic here.
Yeah.
I
would
get it.
pay-
You're getting a
we
jersey
need a
with Berardi
midfielder.
on the
We-
back. That's fine.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm going to. No, I'm not. I'm not getting a Berardi jersey. No, I honestly, my perspective of Locatelli is higher than what you think of him. So
No,
I
I
would
don't,
still pay 30 mil for Locatelli now. I would if we had the money. Absolutely.
I'm not sure. I'm not so
We
sure.
need a midfielder who will do anything that the
But he
coach
plays
requires.
a
Like,
DM for us, and I don't want to pay 30 million euros for that.
I get it, but who else is going to play it?
When I look at his performances, I'm like, I think everybody can do that job because it's not good. Like it's actually
So
below.
would you rather have Barnechea play that?
No, no, I'm
Okay.
not saying, but like apparently Fajoli can do it. Maybe he can stop giving the ball away.
And then you're just gonna be you're gonna hate Fudgely at that point.
Yeah, maybe, but maybe he will get it. He do it better. Like Fajoli, we didn't pay 36 million euros to do that. Like,
Okay, you said anybody could do that at that point, so that was
yeah,
my
my issue is
rebuttal
like we
saying,
paid
yeah.
36 million, and when I look Locatelli play, I'm like, dude, no, like just no.
But you have to know that's not his actual
I know
position.
I've said it. I say it every single week, but at times he does things that it has nothing to do with his position, like tackling a player on the sideline, feet,
Okay, yeah,
stretch. I'm like,
that stuff.
that's weird.
Okay,
Just giving the ball away completely for no good reason, no pressure. I'm like, that's not the DM position. That's just you and your feet. At that point, he does
I
weird
think he's
stuff.
better when he's further up the field and he's less wasteful.
I agree with
When
that
he's pressured
100%.
and he's not like I said, press resistant. He's not press resistant. He can't play that role with the
I
ball.
agree.
He can tackle. He can win the ball. He can do all the block shots. Like he sacrifices his body. Like that stuff. I know it's the Grinta stuff, but like he's good at that. He is just with the ball in possession, like you said. He's not Miralem Pjanic. He's not.
No,
He
I
tries to
mean,
be.
like he's not Pjanic. I know that. I
Yeah.
think everybody knows he's not Pjanic, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Let me ask the chat before we or like wrap it up. I don't know,
Yeah.
because
I gotta
still
go soon.
50 people watching plus, so that's nice. Like and subscribe, especially like. We almost have as much like as people watching. It's been a while,
Nice.
so
Keep going.
um, like the video, but let me know in the comments now, really quickly, yes or no. No explanation. It's not needed for now. Let's say 25 million Berardi. Let's meet halfway.
25 mil.
We paid 25 million euros for Berardi. Not immediately, loan, whatever structure. Yes or no? Let me know in the chat. And don't think about Ealing Jr. possibly leaving or Sule. Just Berardi 25. Because if a player
Just
gets
probably
included, that fee
25.
will go down. I hope so. You would assume, I mean, it's probably not going to go down knowing Juve, but like that number should be going down if you include a player that's worth 10 million euros. So just yes or no for 25 million, that's it. So two no's already.
25 mil. And sorry, and you said don't worry about when we pay it.
I said, yeah, don't think about the structure of the deal. Don't just,
Okay.
he's worth 25 million. Don't include players. So,
Do I?
yes,
What's
yes,
this
no.
contract? It's 4 years, 3.5 mil.
Also, don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that.
Just
Okay.
25 million Berardi. So
I
a few
think that's
yeses,
fine.
no. Baldanzi
I think
instead of
that's
Berardi.
fine. For what he produces, I think that's fine.
No. Yes, yes, no.
I see.
I knew
No,
it was going to be
it's
mixed. I knew it was going to be
yeah,
mixed.
100%. There's a no, yes, 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 no. I see
All those yeses
Baldanzi instead of
probably also have
Berardi.
Azzurri shirts on now while tweeting, but whatever.
What'd you say?
All those people saying yeah, all those people saying yes now are probably also wearing an Azzurri shirt to go to bed.
I don't have one. I'm saying yes.
You,
No, man. If anything, the Azzurri people would say no, because of what he did against
you
Macedonia.
would think, but they just raid Italy and they will take Acerbi because he plays for Azzurri. Yes, yes. No to Berardi, no to 3-4-2. 3. Excuse me. I think it's gonna be a 4-3-3. Like a 3-4-3 makes more sense because he wants to play
Okay.
Danilo as a captain, but he shouldn't be playing. So at that point, it doesn't make
Okay,
sense.
so now let's picture that scenario in a 4-3-3. Is it Cambiaso? Is it Cambiaso, Bremer, Gatti, Danilo, and now Weah's just
Wait, sorry, I was wait 3-4-3. Yeah.
no. I'm saying 4-3-3.
Oh, 4-3-3. It should be, or I think.
Cambiaso, Bremer, Gatti, and Danilo has to start because he's captain.
Yeah, that's crap. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that should not, like, he's
And
fine,
now
he's
Weah's
captain, but he should
gone.
not be playing.
Yeah, now Weah's gone
Man, he can
because you
play
have
all
to
over the
start Berardi
place.
because Berardi costs more.
If we sign Berardi, Miretti, Nicolosi, they're all gone. They're gone.
Oh yeah.
They're they're gone because there's no room.
Oh yeah.
There's no room.
Well, Hans is definitely gone if Berardi's like I don't know. Moretti might be needed because he needs to. We need to keep afloat with the injuries. Like Pogba still, we already discussed this. Pogba, and then Fagioli still has the shoulder problem. He played today, but like,
Yeah,
when's he gonna be fit?
you should rate Orsolini. They should not. They should.
Orsolini?
They should
No,
absolutely
like
not rate.
Berardi's better than Orsolini.
They should not rate Orsolini. Like that. That's one of those players where you see some highlights every single week on IFTV. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I
And
know
you're like,
exactly. What you
wow.
mean.
But when you watch the games, you're like, dude, like, no. Like that's not it. I think it will go through, especially if Berardi's pushing. I kind of agree. I think at this point, Carnevali will be like, man, you gave us all. You said no so many times. Whatever, we'll make it work at this point. Just
And this is the
hopefully
last
Juve
time they
will
could
meet
possibly
halfway.
cash out.
Yeah,
Right.
let's meet halfway with Juve. I'm just hoping they say we don't want Junior in the deal. Because I don't want to lose Junior. I keep saying it because we're gonna lose
That's fair.
Alexandro next
I don't
season.
either.
Kostic will probably be going. I don't get it. The Junior thing breaks my head, and I don't get why we are trying to push him out for a quick buck because we're getting in 10
Or
million.
play Metzala.
Yeah, that that is even worse. Like, it's 10. Like, we're not getting 20 million that we're like, wow. It's 10 million at best at this point because he's not going to the Premier League. It's going
Yeah.
to the Serie A. It's peanuts
Yeah.
for what it could be worth next season or the following season. But
Yeah.
who knows? Let's see. That Berardi thing is... I'm out tomorrow. It's Thursday. You can take it to the bank. There will be breaking news. You can take that to the bank.
I think if Padula is right about this 48-hour thing, I think DiMarzio will hop on it tomorrow, but the breaking news won't happen until Friday. Because we do work slow.
We do.
Like
Yeah.
we will take advantage of those 48 hours.
I mean, it's a story. Like, Cannavale can be like, good, buddy, but we still need more time. Like,
Yeah.
You can tell him it's probably going to happen the way things are moving now, but it's not happening in 48 hours. I can just say yes or no.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Very
what I think.
interesting stuff, though. Very interesting stuff. Like Padula, he has been good this summer.
I agree with that.
Along with DiMarzio's been good this summer. Not just for Juventus stuff, but like in general. So whenever something cooks under them, you kind of believe it.
Yeah, like I think Pedula's having a good season, a good summer.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to links with these type of clubs, he's most of the time in the know. He is.
Yep.
He is.
People are talking about Gnonto. Leeds aren't letting him go.
I think he's going to Tottenham. Last I saw, they're.
I saw Everton and they said no. Like,
I saw
he wants
that.
to go to Everton.
Yeah, I saw they fined him because he didn't show up for training or something because he was forcing a move.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, imagine living in Leeds and playing championship football. Like,
Yeah.
It's not getting worse than that. Like,
Yeah.
it won't get. Not that Everton is much better, but, or Liverpool.
Well, it's Liverpool's not really a hot spot unless you're making 350K, right? So.
Well, not even then, apparently.
Oh yeah, Mo Salah wants to go to Saudi Arabia.
And Caceres said, screw you guys.
Yep, that's true.
Even Lavia, who's not going to play at Chelsea, said no.
Yep.
Crazy. Berardi's one-dimensional, too predictable. He's going to link up great with Kostic on the other side. It's gonna look great.
So, I think I would say 10% of Juventus fans want Lukaku, or would say yes to Lukaku. Would you say, would that be right? 10% would say yes, 90 would say no.
Yeah.
I think the Berardi thing is more, it's closer to 50-50, but I think more would say no.
Yeah.
then
I agree.
yes.
I agree.
Like 53-47.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think it's something like that. It's closer. It's closer
It's
because
not it's not a pitch invasion singing no to Berardi like it was for Lukaku, but I still think the majority of fans would say no to him. Again, I only say yes at this juncture is because we have nothing. We would have nothing else. I know you're looking at long-term output, looking at all that stuff, but I'm just for now. I need something. And Allegri wouldn't switch to a 4-3-3 for Sule, and now he's playing right wing back. If Sule survives the summer transfer window and he doesn't end up at Sassuolo and it's another player, maybe he can deputize what's his name? Berardi, if he does come.
yeah.
In a 4-3-3. Like I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Like who else do we have that we could oh man, if they go for Yildiz, I'll be pissed. Or Hoyson or
What
Nanga.
if they wait? What if they
If
include him?
Sassuolo go for that, like if Sassuolo say give me
They-
those
you
guys,
cannot do
then
that.
it's no.
I don't think
Yeah,
the club.
no, no.
I don't think the club is that stupid. Like
Yeah.
I don't think they're that.
That's an absolute no.
That's
But if it's Sule, I'm more okay because he's not been developed,
yeah, and it's not on him.
and it's the same coach.
Yeah, it's not on him.
It's not. I like Sule. He's fantastic. Like he's fun. He does stuff that we don't think about. Like he's creative and all that stuff. It's just
I agree. Like, but you
so
cannot.
Allegri.
It cannot. Like, I don't want it to be Junior as well, but it cannot be. Like,
Oh no. Well, they said no to Junior. I thought Sassuolo.
I think that's bluffing at this point.
Oh.
I think they're asking for you to
Well,
show their
then-
hands first. I think they will take a player if we actually push for it. I think
Out of
they
the
will.
5 I just named, I would say no. Out of the 5 I just named, I would say Sule, you can go. Out of the 5.
Yeah, I agree. He will
Yeah.
not be played in our position. We're looking to get a player to play in his position. So,
Exactly.
so yeah, I think that's very obvious and clear. We're willing to loan him to Frosinone. I think that's very obvious now, or sell him.
The two players that we actually signed from a different team are Weah, a right winger by tradition, and potentially Berardi.
Yeah,
So
yeah. But it cannot be Yildiz or like how you
No,
said, it
no,
cannot
no.
be one of those two.
No,
I don't
no,
think
no.
the club will do one. Like I think if out of those 5 names, excuse me, like Huijsen is the guy, they will say absolutely no matter what.
yeah,
that's
Huijsen's
not
the
gonna-
gem. Huijsen is the gem.
Yeah, I think he's the one that the club is like, he's gonna be it. Like it's gonna be him,
Yeah,
who we're probably gonna sell for big money when he's like, okay, I want to take that jump. I think that's what
Yeah.
they're envisioning for him. Nonge, like he's still unproven. I think he's one that
Yeah.
will.
he'll
You
be
know-
good this year. He'll be good for the U19.
Yeah, and I think that next
I think
season he
he's
will be in and
next gen.
around. Excuse me.
Yeah, is he next gen this year? I think
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
on the next
he's
gen,
next.
right?
Like,
Yeah,
surely he's next gen. You know, because Huijsen and Yildiz will be training with the first team. That's what I said when that news report came
Yeah.
out. I said like they will train with the first team. Injuries, they will be on the bench. Maybe get minutes here and
Yeah.
there. They will, toggle between the under 23s and us.
good.
That's good. Keep them around, let them play, and that's good because I think all of them have done that. Maybe for
Yep.
Miretti went a bit quicker, faster. Maybe also for Sule. Junior came out of nowhere, to be honest.
Yeah,
He is like one of and then he played Benfica, and you're like, yeah, like you cannot send him back now. Like, you
I
can't.
remember watching Illing for the U19 in the Champions League in the or UEFA Youth League or whatever, and yeah, he was bad. Like I thought he was so bad.
I remember that. I remember
Yeah.
that. I remember that. He was not good. But he can play. I think he can play. It's just
Yeah.
fun when he's in possession. I'm like, okay, something is gonna happen. Like he's not gonna take it. He's not gonna
Yeah.
make it simple. Like it's not gonna be
Yeah.
Alexandro where you're like, oh, he's gonna hang over the ball. Like, and you know what's gonna happen. He's just gonna square it
Yeah.
back. He tries stuff, which I do like. A bit like Chiesa. When it doesn't, he doesn't pull it off. He's like, okay, 2 minutes later I'll do it again, and now it will work.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, he's playing Mezzala, so maybe you can apply that what we applied on Sule. Like he's not going to be played in this position, so at that point, just let him leave, because he's not a
Yeah.
Mezzala. Like he's not like he has abilities that don't suit a Mezzala, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
They go to waste there. So, yeah. It was a breath of fresh air last season. Creative, smooth, good. Yeah.
Okay.
Hanin
Yeah.
will riot
Well,
if we sell Huis and Yildiz.
yeah. I was about to say that I'm gonna read some member chats and then we'll wrap it up there
Yeah.
because it's been an hour and a half and it's 12:30 for you. It's the new day. Um,
Yeah, and I still need to
Johnny
record a video.
Franks. Sorry.
I still need to record a video. That's tough.
Okay, yeah, so let's wrap it up. I'm going to read these member chats and then we'll wrap it up. 63 people in here. Please like the video if you haven't already. Johnny Frank saying, nice to see the boys back together this episode, I guess. Yep. I'm going to try. It's the season now, so I'm going to try and hop on as much as possible. My second job is currently not happening until the end of September, so cool. Jockey Bro saying, Yonto's similar price. I don't know why we can't look at youth like him. I think we just said why. Havard is saying if Allegri is going to keep playing Illing as a Metzala, then I'd rather sell him now while he's worth some money. I think you and I both agree he should go to England if we're going to sell him and not as a counterpart or not to an Italian team.
Yeah.
Jockey Bro, who won the jersey, is saying also Sule leaving makes no sense because Berardi gets injured and we'll have to change formation. Then is it Weah there because he'll play the right wing and Danilo plays right back?
They will flip it.
I guess
they will
that's
flip it to 3-5-2 then. Completely something
Yeah.
different. You know what's gonna happen. Like it's gonna be that.
And then Khalid, the last, he made 3 comments here. Sule will improve and cook in the future. Selling him will be a mistake. Again, we won't know unless it happens or if it happens. Illing is a must keep. He'll be fantastic with Chiesa. As a Metzala, no. As a wing back, maybe.
Yeah.
As a winger, where does Chiesa go on the other side? There's solutions here. You read the Hanin comment, and you read the Khalid, the last one.
Yeah.
Okay. So, anything else you need to say before you record your video?
No. I'm out tomorrow, so I'm recording my video for the morning drop today. Now.
Yep.
You guys will be live tomorrow. You and Justin.
Gotta finish up talking to Justin about that. What time? But it could potentially be an after dark renewal.
Yeah. So that's gonna happen. And Friday I'll be back. I'll do my preview for the game because I'm out on Saturday. But Saturday your preview will drop, so that's a new show. So there'll be 2 type of previews, a bit different both times. It's not gonna be the same. So that's that. And on Sunday we play. we play.
Yeah.
And hopefully I can be positive coming on because apparently our podcast was negative already and the season hasn't kicked off already. So hopefully I can come on.
Oh yeah, one guy said it was.
Hopefully I can come on and be like, we're gonna win the title. I'm not gonna do that even if we win, but like you know what I mean. Easy win, clean win, 2-0, 3-0, whatever.
Don't spoil your preview.
No, I said like I hope that's happens so I can come on and be like, we're gonna win it all.
Oh yeah. 38-0.
Oh, imagine if we go undefeated this season out of nowhere.
A second invincible.
Second.
Suck on that, Arsenal. Suck on it.
Now you bring that up. I was watching a clip out of context, and they were boosting it, comparing to the Champions League win from City, and they're like, oh, it's not goal. And at that point, I always forget we won the league without an L, and I'm like, I couldn't care less. Like, it's a title. Like, if we could have lost 15 games and won the title, I'll take it. Like, I don't really care. We went
100%.
undefeated. Because to do that, Conte threw away UEFA Europa League, so I couldn't care less.
Yep.
But that's Arsenal fans, whatever.
Yeah, they have to cling on to whatever they have, which is not much. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Again, like the video if you haven't already on your way out. It's been a decent live. We got some good likes in here, I believe.
Yeah,
I forget how
it's a
many.
great live.
I don't know where we're at.
It's the best live in 3 months. So.
But it's because I'm back. What else is new?
Yeah, it's not just me saying the same thing every single day. So yeah.
I'm kidding. Anyway, someone just said, how would you write Albanese? Giovanni Albanese assumed you could report the news. Whoever, Antonio, you could be.
He's still saying that Di Maria is not joining.
Yeah.
We'll
wrap it up there.
That was bad.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up there. Follow us on X, Junkanary Zone. Yeah, and at Alejandro BZ, Gennady151, Justin Sofro. Follow us all on X.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.